The Katong-Joo Chiat area has got to be my favorite neighborhood here in Singapore. Things really are different in the East. It's more relaxed, chill, it's got a good, vibrant energy to it. And if you take a walk around, you'll probably come across a historical place or a really cool art mural. And here in the East, there is no such thing as a wrong turn if you're looking for good food. Trust me on that. Our next stop, somewhere that has been a mainstay in the culinary scene for decades. Kim Choo is one of Singapore's oldest heritage family businesses. Made with time-honored recipes that have been passed down through generations, travelers come all the way to this little store to get their hands on some rice dumplings, better known as Kueh Chang. Hi, Edmund.
Welcome.
Yeah, so good to be here. Thank you for inviting me into this space. Edmund here is basically a third-generation business owner of Kim Choo Kueh Chang here in Joo Chiat. So tell me, how did it become the icon that it is?
Well, we've been around since 1945, and our main trade would be the food business, where my grandma first started selling rice dumplings under a banyan tree at the cross junction of Joo Chiat Place and Average Road. So the Peranakan culture has always been largely associated with Katong-Joo Chiat, and this is very much my family history and heritage.
And I know Kim Choo, besides serving these amazing delicacies, you guys also manage the Singapore Visitor Center, right?
Right.
And you guys offer like walking tours around the neighborhood, also workshops?
Yes, so where we are today, this space is actually the Singapore Visitor Center.
Okay, so we're here right now.
Yeah, that's right,
okay.
that's right.
Okay.
And what we do here basically is that we offer opportunities for visiting guests to find out what they could possibly do in this neighborhood. Perhaps if they have time to, register themselves for walking trails around the neighborhood, understand a little bit more about not just only the material and visible culture. There's a lot of intangible attachment to this community that could be felt. Our guides, whom are trained, would bring our visitors outside of this building, get to see the people living in this neighborhood, get to appreciate the trending food that's coming up in this neighborhood. There's tons of things to explore here, and this little neighborhood is really like a little Singapore. If you want to have a short glimpse of what Singapore would have best to offer, Katong and Joo Chiat would be that space.
Right? Okay. So I know you are at the forefront of, preserving the culture. How has your activities helped in preserving the culture?
Right, we try and do what we do best, and that would be the food business. But we also have our own passion that we brought into the business. My eldest brother is a fashion designer. He designs all the Peranakan wares, kabayas, and batik wear you see downstairs at our boutique in the visitor center. We've done a few fashion shows outside of Singapore to showcase the vibrant culture of our heritage. And we hope that this culture is best felt not only within this community, because this culture truly belongs to our neighbors and not just only in Singapore. And more of us could come and appreciate this culture and truly be in a presence of what we call a shared heritage that truly belongs to everybody.
I mean, I like what you said there, it doesn't necessarily belong to one country, it's something shared in ASEAN, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so you guys are famous for your rice dumplings. So let's talk a bit about that. There are different types of rice dumplings. I'm familiar with bachang, which I guess is a more traditional Chinese rice dumpling.
Yes.
But these are Kueh Chang.
Kueh Chang. Peranakans call them Kueh Chang because basically whatever that we're having here on the plate, they're kuehs. They're known as kuehs.
Okay.
Yeah, so we call them Kueh Chang.
Okay, and what is the difference between traditional Chinese Chang and Kueh Chang?
Yeah, so traditional Chinese Hokkien Chang, they're typically savory. Our version of the rice dumplings are sweet.
Right.
Now you have to understand, when our forefathers came down from from China to Southeast Asia, they couldn't find ingredients from China. So they used local ingredients to create something like this we call Kueh Chang today. They couldn't find big bamboo leaves because those big ones could only be found where China is, where the panda bears are. The version of bamboo leaves that are commonly found in Southeast Asia are the small and narrow ones. Yeah. So they would use a replacement leaf, and that would be the mangrove pandan leaves. That used to be abundantly found in this part of the world. Pandan leaf, we couldn't find chestnuts, we couldn't find shiitake mushroom, or Chinese version of mushroom xianggu, so we used winter melon. And because of the use of local ingredients, It's no longer savory, it's sweet.
Yeah, I noticed that even the wrapping is slightly different. I mean, the ones in Malaysia that we find, like you said, the pandan leaf is thinner. This one is thicker.
So from our experience, we know that the bigger version of the pandan leaves are usually exported out from Malaysia to Singapore, mainly because only Peranakans in Singapore would use this version of pandan leaves to wrap our Nonya rice dumplings. Yes.
So for visitors coming, to Kim Choo, what kind of snacks would you recommend for them to take home?
Well, we have all this experience here. They could try the delicacies here, and maybe one of them I could serve you with is this blue tea.
Okay. Ooh, it's blue in color.
So the blue comes from the butterfly blue pea flowers. Its actual name is called bunga telang flower tea.
Bunga telang.
Bunga telang. Bunga telang, yeah.
Okay.
And the blue is rich in antioxidant. Yeah.
And this is the same natural color dye that's used in a lot of your kuehs as well, right?
On
I
our
can see it in the
kuehs.
kueh salak.
Exactly. All natural coloring that we use for the blue. Definitely, these delicacies that you see here tells of a shared heritage.
Okay, so I'm going back next month. What should I bring home to my friends and family? As much as I would love to bring kueh, I don't think that's recommendable. Maybe I can bring some kueh chang, right?
Right. I mean, you can definitely bring
Pack some kueh chang back.
some kueh chang back. So some of our customers, they would, because they're flying places like Indonesia and somewhere around Southeast Asia, they will bring their own boxes here for us to pack them in and check them into their luggage.
Oh, so you just do a direct?
So that's for them. But I mean, if it's from Malaysia, I think it's very direct. You could just drive in, or if you're flying, I think it's convenient. But kueh chang, definitely you have to bring them in. We also have cookies.
Yes, I saw a lot of cookies downstairs.
Yeah.
What is good?
So our best is our pineapple tart. Our pineapple tarts.
Stop. I love pineapple tarts. Can I try later?
Yeah, please. I'll let you try some. In fact, the best of this is that we use pineapples from Sarawak. And if you know Sarawak, they produce the best pineapples now, so we cannot go wrong with that. We also, if you can take peanuts, we also have this cookie called Kueh Makmur. We use Balinese peanuts to make them. Yeah.
Is it like brown peanut cookie?
Yes. It's something similar.
I love that.
Awesome, right? So Kueh Makmur, you won't go wrong with that. That's one of our best sellers also. And basically, there's a lot of them. But to tell the truth, if you're going to bring the whole shop over, it's going to be quite a challenge.
I think you underestimate me. It's not impossible. I go back quite often, so I can bring batches.
Okay, all right.
Don't challenge me.
Okay.
Come over to Kim Choo, get a Nonya snack, and take a walk around Joo Chiat, a place dripping with Peranakan history. Immerse yourself in the culture, catch a vibe, and while you're here, don't forget to pick up some snacks for your friends and family. These local gastronomers are constantly on a quest to serve the best to their community. They put in the time and the effort to make this lasting impression on our taste buds. And now that the borders are open, come on over because Singapore can't wait to share them all with you. I hope you've enjoyed joining me on my journey to discover all that's local in the city. Catch more episodes of Chic in the City over on the Visit Singapore and my Facebook page. I'm Amanda Chaang, and I'll see you guys soon enough, okay?